We're recording, man.
Okay.
You ready?
Ready.
Oh, hold on. Okay, there we go.
Nice. Nice, man. There you go. Real nice. Really, really nice. All right. All right, hold it right there, man. Okay. I like it. Yeah. Okay, let's hold it there. Yeah, man.
How's that?
All right. Hey, man, that was practically perfect.
I'm having a lot of fun. I hope it didn't.
Man, I'll tell you that you made some incredible progress since I saw you last.
Yeah, something happened. I was going to text you a few times and tell you something was happening, but I don't want to jinx it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Something definitely happening. Well, the major thing that's happening, I mean, a lot of things are happening. Everything's happening that we've been working on. But the most important thing is that it's chilling out. You know, it's chilling out. The overall feeling. What's that?
You got a pencil in your mouth. It feels really great, man. It feels great.
It's chilling out. You know, it's chilling out. And that means everything when it comes to how the listener, like I was reading this thing, Ali Konetz's book, and he said, it was a book of interviews with Lee Conant. It's very good.
Yeah.
He said that the basis of any kind of jazz that we hear that we like is always that the rhythm is relaxed.
Yeah.
Okay, so it says whatever it is that we like when we hear it in jazz, the root of that is that the time feels relaxed.
Yeah.
And there's so much more that way. And the phrases are really good, and you're moving everything around, beautiful. Having, the little guys telling you to go into two-hand lines and this and that, and chords and everything. And what's amazing is once you do that, which I'm sure you're realizing already, the little guy is never wrong.
Well, he was wrong a few times in high school.
Yeah, well, if he tells you to rob a liquor store, that you don't want to do.
Right.
But when it comes to musical intuition, when you learn how to tune into that,
Yeah.
it's always right. Nobody knows how it works.
This is going to sound probably too out there, but it feels like when I'm playing now, everything is slower in a good way. Like it's more relaxed. Like I don't know what that means, but I just feel like I'm settled.
I recently, after 65 years of blood pressure, like 170 over 100 or who knows what, finally found a blood pressure pill that I can take, and that it's fine. It's perfect. So what it is I feel much more relaxed.
Oh, that's great.
I just feel calmer because my veins are not about to explode.
Yeah.
And so, like, I just feel, it's just like I don't think about it, but like in general, you know what I mean? So it's chilled out, like this.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. I mean, in this case, it was physiological.
Well, that's a pretty big adjustment. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it was huge. I mean,
Yeah,
unbelievable.
Yeah, no, I hear you, man.
But the point is, but I tried about 5 or 6 times in my life to find something that would bring it down. I could never. The side effects are always too bad. Couldn't do it. This time it worked. I had the right doctor and the right pill and everything. But the point is, I just feel so much more relaxed just because I'm not about to like explode into.
Well, you seem chill. Like, I mean, it's good. I mean, I always think you're relaxed, but I mean, hearing you.
But I mean, what I'm trying to say is, it's not about me really. What I'm trying to say is, there's something at the core that's more relaxed than it used to be, or calmer, and that affects everything. So the basic thing with the playing is the basic core thing that drives the pushing or the rushing or the not relaxing is trying to do it.
Totally.
That's the core thing, which is fine, which is a level. You have to try to do it. But at certain, like Lenny used to say, Lenny's way of saying this whole thing was, you don't make it happen, you let it happen.
Yeah, that totally feels right.
And so that's a whole different thing. But I mean, it takes a long time to get to that level of playing.
Yeah, it took like 7.5 months. That's a long time.
Well, that's nothing. But
no, I mean, but like honestly, it just happened like in the last week or two, and I kept looking for it.
Things click. The things click at a certain point.
Like I knew it was a problem up until last lesson. To me, I said, I know what it is, but I can't seem to grasp it. So it was frustrating the shit out of me. And every so often I'd get hints of it, and I'm like, okay, now how do I harness that? Anyway, you got it. You got me to do it.
Really, really good, man.
Thanks.
All right. So that was 130.
I was it was like 138. Sorry.
All right. So I'll just play a little bit on the same thing, and just I'll sneak some ideas in there for you.
Yeah.
Sneak them in.
Yeah.
Sneak them in. Boom, boom, boom. What key did you do that in?
In C.
All right. My mom.
Did you like the Woody Woodpecker motif?
I did.
I figured you would.
Charlie Parker used it. Charlie Parker used that.
Oh, really? And it's funny because even this week I was listening to an old Bud Powell recording, and he starts it off with this classical piece that I love called Solfeggetto. And I was so psyched because I'm like, oh, good. At least somebody else likes that piece that plays jazz.
Oh yeah, that was in Europe. His late stuff. I'm going to meet his son soon.
Yeah, you said he's a neighbor or
I
something.
haven't met him. Yeah, he is. I haven't met him yet, but it's going to happen. And I bought him evidently he's like a really, really big guy. So I bought him a 3X Bud Powell T-shirt.
That's awesome.
Hold on. All right, I'm just going to play just to kind of underline what we're doing. So I'm going to try, because a lot of those ideas, and changing textures, going in different kind of, doing different kinds of things, trying to stay relaxed, using imitation,
Yes.
following the little guy and all that. Okay.
freaking great.
Okay. Okay,
Love
now
it.
you try it.
All right, I'll start with the 8th chorus and work my way back.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah. Good. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Real nice, man. All right. All right. Okay, let's hold it there. Okay, very nice, man. Very nice. Really good. So one of the ways that you can come up with, and I'm going to be doing this is what I'm going to be working on this year, is you can come up with these, like we're doing a lot of different bags, as Lenny would say, right? So
Yeah.
you're improvising in the left hand. I mean, we're stretching it. This is what I call like hand expansion.
Yeah.
So we're doing like the rolls of the hands are expanding and it's morphing. So it's no longer just like melody here, chord here. All kinds of things are happening.
Yeah.
So one of the ways that you can get your own ideas for doing that would be to listen to to non-piano music.
Oh, okay.
Like think of the orchestra or listen to recordings. That's what I'll be doing this year. Is listening to non-piano music and trying to kind of imitate the sound of other instruments. Not only the sound, but the character.
In all styles,
Oh.
kind of thing?
Well, no, not so much styles, but like sound. So, in other words, you can hear stuff in your head that's not a piano. That's another instrument.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay, and so that will open up, a lot of ideas for different bags and different things you can do to expand the basic style of playing. Expand the hand expansion.
I love it.
So, for example, let's say, this is a whole big another thing, but let's just say I'm thinking I'm just thinking of That's scary. Like a dimensional beast. Okay. Yeah, so like I'm thinking like I'm just thinking like a kettle drum. Now I'm thinking like a piccolo.
Yeah.
Now like a guitar. Like a cello. Clarinet. The arco bass. Like a triangle. Or like a celeste.
Yeah, yeah. I get it.
Like a string section. Electric bass.
Yeah, that was freaking great. I get it.
Yeah.
I dig that. So I mean, that opens up a whole other palette of just creativity and
Yeah, I know. It's just
let your
ridiculous.
shit go. I mean, you'll get people in the audience going, "Come on, get on with it." I'll be like, "Yeah, need to get the real people."
Well, but when you feel that from the audience, either you're going to tell them in your head, "Fuck you, I'm doing what I want,"
Exactly.
or you'll get on with it.
But I mean, what it is that builds such arrangement. Like that's the genius of it. It's like,
Right.
It's like
orchestration. It's playing the piano as if it was an orchestra.
yeah,
Literally,
people,
the piano has the ability to imitate essentially all the instruments of the orchestra.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, I'm getting way into this.
I love that. I love that shit.
It's a great, and then you go, again, it's all malleable and it's all in your imagination. So you just go, you play in jazz piano for a while, normal jazz piano, then maybe you'll give a piccolo solo, and then maybe you'll do like like a horn section.
Yeah,
thing.
I loved it.
And then back to jazz piano, it's just all different flavors. You can just put it any way you want.
I love it. Yeah, no, that's really cool.
All right. So let's just do this. Let's try a faster tempo and see. So how fast did you go?
I mean, on a good day, I can get it up to 175, 180.
All right, let's try it at 162.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah. Play the melody.
Melody.
Just try to keep it cool at this tempo. You can think the faster you go, the cooler it is.
All right.
Yeah. Nice. Nice. All right. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I like it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Beautiful. Okay, hold it. Okay. Beautiful. Yeah, so you're putting all kinds of different textures in there.
Yeah. Isn't that cool?
Now, when you come up with one that works, that you really like, oh yeah, like you did some really nice high chord texture.
Celeste.
Yeah. So write it down. So it's like, this is one of the things I can do, So once you discover some, write it, and then you can intentionally practice that. And then when you put it in, when the little guy tells you to put it in, but you can practice it intentionally to prepare the ground for the plow.
For the Grand Celeste.
The Grand Celeste. Yeah, that was beautiful, man. Now, so I think we want to push this now, and I think we want to practice incrementally going up. I would say to at least, let's say 190.
Okay.
But what you do when you do that is you can adjust the strategy of the playing, so it can be more. It could be less of the fast lines and all that, and more melodies and more space and all of that. So if you simplify it, then that's simplify the playing. That's going to help a lot in terms of being able to cut the tempo. And then once you're at like a really fast tempo that's above your challenge point, then it will all, you'll make it simple, and all of a sudden, you'll see moments or more than moments where you nail it.
Yeah.
Okay. So we want to challenge it. So it's like the guy who's the high jumper who's comfortable with 18 feet. And so he practices that a lot, and he's pretty on it. And then he moves it up to 18.5.
Yeah.
And then he won't even make it the first bunch of times, but then sooner or later he's going to figure out he's going to adjust to it.
Yeah.
So that's the way to do it. Okay. So why don't I play a little bit at like 190, and I'll show you how to kind of simplify it out, and then it will get more complicated as you go.
Thank you. All right.
There we go.
That was so cool. I love it.
By the way, I don't know if I mentioned we've been us Tristanosauruses have been waiting about 40 years because we knew that there were more recordings that his family had, and just like 2 weeks ago, there's a new 6 CD set.
What's the name?
It's called Lenny Tristano Personal Recordings. It's on a label called Mosaic.
Mosaic, yeah. All right, cool.
Great label. And it's 6 CDs from his entire career, and every note of it has never been heard.
I love it. I'll pick it up. I can't wait.
Unbelievable. Yeah, I'm about halfway through it, and a lot of it's just
Where'd you find it? Did you find it on his website, or was it like some?
Well, we've been here, the word in the Tristana universe is,
All right.
we've been talking about it. And so it actually finally came out, and,
Let's see if I can find
big
it.
deal. So anyway, I mean, there's a zillion ideas there. You'll hear.
Oh, I can't wait.
Anyway, this shit is going like really kicking into high gear now, man.
Well, thank you, because you really got me in the right paths, and that's what matters the most to me.